Their motto is "Do it, lid dams." Yeah, definitely not a KA. I can't pronounce that. That's all. That's tough. I think it's French. Anyway, that means for God and the ladies. And as you can see by their colors, they are crimson and gold. First down here as AC looks to throw it deep. Does. And just out of the reach of his receivers. 2 KA defenders were right there. But if his receiver would have brought that in, that would have been a very good completion. Wrapping up a couple of more KA quick facts. Their charity that they support is Muscular Dystrophy Association. The Muscular Dystrophy Association. And they are nicknamed the Order. So KA, a very solid fraternity here at the University of South Alabama. Alright, Pike has second into the 20 here. There's the pressure again. Throws it short and just out of the reach of his receiver. So on 2 plays, no gain after the first down. And that'll bring up a key third into the 20 here as Pike looks to be on top for the first time tonight. I want to give you an update of a game going on right now. Hitman is leading over the number 1 ranked team, Pilsers, at halftime, 7-0. Very interesting. Both teams won their Sunday night league here. Key third down coming up here in this game, though, as AC rolls out to his left, has nothing. Throws it short. There's the touch after the flag falls off. So that little dump off doesn't work there as KA made a nice adjustment after halftime. And it's the first 4th down of the game for Pike, I believe. Speaking of Pike, let's talk about Pike's quick facts here. 207 chapters around the nation. Have about 240,000 members. This fraternity was founded March the 1st, 1868. Wonder what you were doing in the year 1868. So that means they've been around for 141 years. They're going to go for it here on this 4th down, by the way. We'll get back to more Pike quick facts after the 4th down play. 2 blockers for AC. Still getting pressured. Has to throw it downfield on 4th down. And a nice play by the KA defender, knocking it away. And a turnover on downs coming up. Nice defensive stop for KA. Let's go back to Pike's quick facts here on the turnover on downs. Pike believes in 4 pillars: fellowship, leadership, scholarship, and service. Their colors are scarlet, white, and emerald green. Oh, excuse me. No. That's the wrong... No, ignore that last statement. I'm sorry. They have a motto of once a Pike, always a Pike. Their colors are garnet and old gold. Of course, you know that by looking at your screen right now. And they have the Pike Foundation, which believes in a strong stance in education. Gino on the first down gets a big gain on his first run of the ball game. Gets it all the way out, still running, and all the way out to about the 32-yard line. As Pike has trouble pulling flags on that play. Oh no, and Pike gets holding added on 10 more yards as Ben marches them down the field, and not a good sequence on KA's opening possession of the second half. Pike's defense bends a lot on that first play after they can't convert a 4th down. Pike down by 1, figures they need to stop here. The game won't be over, but it doesn't help if the other team scores, which is kind of obvious because the goal of the game is to prevent the other team from scoring. High snap by Gino, throws it up. And about a short gain there after the high snap, which he has to deal with. Did you know that FBI, that the founder of the, well, not the founder, but the leader of the FBI, former leader, the most famous man in FBI history, J. Edgar Hoover, was a KA? Didn't know that. J. Edgar Hoover was a KA. Gino throws it down the middle. Almost intercepted. I know there's something that probably many people didn't know is that country music singer Tim McGraw was a Pike. So McGraw wore the garnet and black for Pike. I guess that's why he always wears a black hat. I'm not sure. But here we go on second down. Gino takes a low snap this time. Gets pressure. Ball's away. Incomplete. I'm sorry, that's fourth. That was a third down. So this is 4th and goal coming up for Pike. I mean, for the KA offense and the Pike defense. And I'll tell you what, if Pike's defense can get a big stop here, that would be a huge momentum turn, as they were denied on their opening drive of the second half. So here we go, 4th and goal for Gino and KA. Takes the snap, getting pressured, throws it up. And let's see, it's gonna be an interception by Pike as they make a great defensive stand and get the touchback. I want to remind you to stay tuned for our play of the game coming up later in the broadcast. I doubt that we've already seen it, but this Greek Cup has been very interesting. All of our game of the weeks have been a little one-sided, so this is a huge relief to see that these two teams are closely matched here as they battle for their fraternity championship. We also want to remind you to stay tuned for Game 2 of our doubleheader between Young Guns and them boys, a top 10 matchup coming up later in the week. Here's the snap. AC almost sacked, throws it down the field, and his man jumps up and snags it out of the midair for a first down. Great hands by the Pike receiver. I'll tell you what, our keys to victory focused on the offensive side of KA and the defensive side of Pike. But maybe it should have focused on this Pike offense that seems to just be moving the ball at will against this KA defense. It also reminds you to stay tuned for our post-game show here as we break down the Game 1 of the Intramural Championship Series, the Greek Cup. First into the 40 coming up for Pike. AC takes the snap, throws to his right, getting pressured, throws it, and dropped by the Pike receiver. It bounced right off the chest, and that's why you got to catch the ball with two hands. That's bad technique. Dustin Mosley just made a great point to Gino, the captain of KA, that they're tearing up the middle, and I happen to agree. They are throwing the ball at will down that middle. And their rusher is not even getting close to AC. There's a hold right here. Hold on. There's a pause. Coming up here on second down. Here we go. This time gets pressure. Throws it down the field. Jump ball, great to play by the KA defender. And these KA are good. This KA team has good cornerbacks here. And they've had to prove it tonight, as they are not letting any jump ball come down for completion for Pike. And because of that big defensive stop, that'll bring up 3rd into the 40 coming up for Pike, as the second half looks like it's turned into a defensive struggle. After 4 out of 5 drives in the first half went for scores. Pike down by 1.